Good morning, everyone. This is Tony, Taint the Lord A7, and here's another week and another playlist. A pretty diverse set of albums that I'm planning to spin this week, so hopefully everyone enjoys it. And let's begin. The first band I'll be spinning this week is a band that's pretty much popular in the whole deathcore genre when deathcore was still a thing, but I don't know. I like this band, even though this band has some haters and some lovers, and but for me I do like this band, and that band is Suicide Silence and the album The Black Crown. Yeah, it's deathcore, straight up heavy, aggressive, in your face deathcore. The riffs are crushing, the vocals are insane and monstrous, and it's just an album that wants to musically beat the crap out of you. It's really heavy and aggressive, and the riffs are crushingly heavy, and and you can expect a lot of breakdowns on this album. But yeah, breakdowns is like a thing in deathcore, so that's kind of what to expect. But overall, I think Suicide Silence, The Black Crown is a very good deathcore album that's heavy, aggressive, and just wants to beat the crap out of you musically. And if I remember, this is the last album um, they had with Mitch Loco, the original vocalist before his untimely passing. Rest in peace um, to that dude. His vocals was just absolutely insane and monstrous. But yeah, Suicide Silence, The Black Crown, a really good deathcore album in my personal opinion. Really good stuff. Okay, the next two albums are from the same band, and the first one is Seven Dust in the album Home. Now, Seven Dust are a band that I grew up listening to when I was still like discovering heavier music. Seven Dust are like a mix of alternative metal and a bit of new metal, but I think they're more alternative metal than new metal. But yeah, Seven Dust Home is definitely a mix of both of those genres. Like, if you've heard of new metal and alternative metal, you kind of know what to expect from this band. But I think what sets them apart from most new metal bands is their vocalist. Well, his vocals can be so powerful and commanding, you know? He mostly does clean vocals, but he does have a aggressive aggressive side to his vocals, you know? Like I said, I think the vocalist for Seven Dust is one of the key things that sets them apart from other similar new metal bands, in my personal opinion. But overall, I think Seven Dust Home is just a really good album and a really excellent alternative metal and new metal album. So yeah, Home by Seven Dust, really good stuff. Okay, next one is excuse me. The next one is Seven Dust Seasons. Another really good album from Seven Dust. You know, yeah, with Seven Dust, you kind of know what to expect, and yeah, you're going to get your more alternative metal sound on this album. A really good blend of um alternative metal and a bit of hard rock, and I think they lessen up the new metal on this album. But overall, it's another good album from Seven Dust. So yeah, Seven Dust Seasons, a really good album from them. Okay, the next two bands are, uh, the next two albums. The next two albums are from the same band, and a band that I don't hear a lot of people talk about actually. The first one is OTEP. and the album Sevastrar. Now, OTEP are a new metal band that was really popular during the early 2000s. But on Sevastrar, I feel like this album, despite being mostly new metal, does touches upon death metal, believe it or not. Like vocally and musically, have it really does borderline to almost death metal territory. Like it's really heavy, really aggressive, and it's just a mind blowing release, to be honest with you. And I think this is the band's best album overall. You know, it's like heavy, it's aggressive, and like I said, it touches upon death metal despite being mostly new metal. So, yeah, in my opinion, Otep Sevastrar is definitely one of the best albums. And yeah, Otep Sevastrar, a really good album from this band that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. Next up is OTEP, the Accession. Um, a really good, a really good new metal album from this band, and why this band is never going to top the previous album that I showed, Sevastrar. The Accession is just another really good album from this band. Was mostly strictly new metal in my personal opinion, but I don't know. I really enjoy this album from OTEP, and yeah, I think the Session is another good album in their discography. So yeah, OTEP, the Session. Okay, the next three albums are from the same band, and I think these albums everybody knows. If you're into like some old school '90s death metal, these albums will come as no surprise. The first one is Morbid Angel, Autos of Madness. I don't think I need to say anything about this album. It's a death metal classic. Um, Pretty much everybody knows about this album. Everybody has been talking about it, and everybody knows that this is a death metal classic. You know, definitely one of Morbid Angel's best albums. It's just simply iconic. So, yeah, Morbid Angel, Autos of Madness, one of the best death metal albums ever, believe it or not. Next up is Morbid Angel, Covenant, and another really excellent death metal album in the discography. Yeah, another really excellent death metal album in the discography. Um, yeah, there's nothing really more to say. It's just another crushing, heavy, in your face release by Morbid Angel. So, yeah, Morbid Angel, Covenant, another flawless death metal album in the discography. Good stuff. And the last album that I'll be spinning this week is Morbid Angel, Kingdoms Disdained. Yeah, Kingdoms Disdained by Morbid Angel. This is another good death metal album and a really good follow up to the disastrous album from 2011. And I really do think they redeemed themselves with this album. While it's not going top out, top off, top down. Well, it's not going to beat out the early stuff. Like the early stuff is just iconic. There's no way they were going to beat those album out. But Morbid Angels Kingdom Disdain is, like I said, another good death metal album and a great needed follow up to the 2011 album, which was universally hated. And I don't know. I really do think they might be going on the right direction if they continue with this album and onwards. But yeah, Morbid Angels, Kingdom Disdain. Another, um, I shouldn't say another, but a really good extra death metal album from this band. And that's it, everyone. That's all the albums I'll be spinning this week. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Uh, and sorry if I keep funneling my words. I just woke up this morning, so I just woke up and felt like making a video right here and now. So please, so bear with me. But thanks for watching, and see you next time, whenever that happens.